Me is Queen Osa Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. So, I'm going to tell you about something that happened to me earlier this morning. I woke up, and the first thing I do when I wake up is I get ready to work. I start working at 5. So I get up at 4 and I get my coffee and I get my area set up here so I can start working. So I usually look at the YouTube comments for the channel, and read some emails. Just try to get some of the work done before I start doing my classes. So I got a message from this little child. I don't even know how old she is. I ain't even pay enough mind to realize, and she said, "You don't need magic. You need Jesus." And the first thing that came to my mind was, "Bitch, how fucking dare you tell me what the fuck I need?" Right? So then I was like, "Whoa." Oh, we're a little cranky this morning. And then I scrolled down to look at my emails, and this question was there. And the question said, "Why do Aquarius get irritated when someone tells us what to do?" And I saw the correlation immediately, and I was like, aha, so there's an irritation there. Why is that? So I sat and thought about it. I'm like, why do Aquarius get irritated? Because we do get easily irritated, period. And I'm like, why do we get irritated when somebody tells us what to do? And I realized that it's a couple different parts to it. And some of you might agree with mine, and some of you might have some more to add to this. But I think Aquarius get irritated when somebody tells us what to do, especially when we're already currently effectively doing it. Like, what do you mean I don't need magic? If I wasn't effectively using magic and I wasn't living my best life, boo-boo, then I would say maybe I don't need magic. So I realized what it is. It's the fact that Aquarius feel like people always telling us what to do and they don't know what the hell they talking about. That's the first one. This case, and it's been many, 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 many other cases, and as Aquarius, you probably guys remember this, that you don't like people telling you what to do, especially when they don't know what the fuck they talking about. If they know what they talking about, then that's one thing. If you're not effectively pulling it off, that's another thing. But if you effectively handling your business and here comes some Joe nobody telling you what to do, number one, it's like you don't even know what to do with your own life. Why are you going to tell me what to do with mine? And that's the first thing with Aquarius is, how dare you come tell me what to do? And you don't even know what to do with yourself. That's number one. Number two, I think that Aquarius like to figure out how to do things on our own. We don't like people telling us how to do things, period. We like to feel our way through things and figure things out. And we don't think that everything is for everybody. And I think you have to be mature to get this understanding. Everything isn't for everybody. Just because something is for you doesn't mean it's for me. And Aquarius inherently understand that. We understand that everything that works for us is not going to work for everybody else. Because we've been in so many situations where things that work for other people didn't work for us. It's something that most of us know from like children. So I think that we like to figure out things on our own because we have our own creative and ingenious ways of doing things, and we know everything doesn't work for everybody. So I think that's number two. And I also think another reason why Aquarius don't like that is because Aquarius like to get expert opinions. We don't want the opinion of some Joe anybody. If I'm trying to work on a math quiz, I'm going to call somebody I know that's a math professor. I'm going to call somebody from MIT, or I'm going to call somebody, who that's their job, that's their profession. I'm not going to call my next door neighbor who's a nurse, and I need help with a math quiz. I'm going to call a mathematician. Aquarius, we have the tendency, we will ask for help. Some people think that we won't ask for help. We do, but we don't ask anybody. We ask an expert. We ask somebody that can help. We know somebody, we ask somebody that's higher up. We ask somebody that's their specialty. You know, if we want to do something, like for instance, if our computer is messed up, and Aquarius is going to ask somebody who specializes in computers. You know, we're not just going to ask Joe anybody that, you know, once upon a time figured out how to put a CD in their computer. We're going to ask somebody who works in computers. We're going to call somebody a geek gear, or somebody who, you know, that's their job, you know. So Aquarius don't like to get second rate opinions. You know, we don't want just opinions from any old body. We want expert opinions. That's why when I talk to you guys about spirituality and astrology and things like that, I give you guys sources, I give you guys books, I give you guys things to do further research of your own. Because Aquarius likes to look into things on our own, and we want things from experts. I don't want to look at your baby cousin blog from around the corner. If I'm asking a question about breastfeeding, I want to hear it from a breastfeeding nurse practitioner, you know, who works at a hospital in the maternity unit. You know, I want an expert opinion. So I think that with Aquarius, that's really what it is. Those three things, and it could be some other things as well. And then I think another piece of this, I thought about this earlier, was how dare you even presume to tell somebody you don't know anything? Like anything. How do you even do that? And I know this happens a lot at work. You know, somebody from work will come up behind you and tell you how to do something. They don't know if you know how to do it. They don't know if you read the manual on it. You could be an expert on it, and here they come with their 2 cents. You know, Aquarius don't want you over here with your 2 cents. You know, we don't need all that. We we know what we're doing, and we're good. You know, so I think it has a lot to do with that, and I do think we get irritated, because I instantly got irritated by that situation, and then I had to tell myself, you know, why are you irritated? And that's how I came up with these answers. Because I was like, why are you irritated? Why do you even care? Like, why do you even care? And I'm like, you know what? That's why. Because here you are flapping your jaw. You don't know nothing about what you're talking about. And I went down the list. And then I talked to another Aquarius earlier today. And he and I were talking and doing his reading. And he had a very similar argument with somebody who was trying to tell him how to live his life. And I was like, that's just something we just don't like. It's very irritating to us. And I noticed another thing. With Aquarius, those of us who handle our business, because you know everybody don't handle their business. Some people don't know what they're doing. But those of us who handle our business, we are usually very well researched and very well read in whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. So that's another reason why we get irritated when somebody walks up, because it's like, yo, I got this. I read up on this. I researched it. I got all of this. We don't need you coming over here to help. And likewise, the other thing I had said earlier is that an Aquarius will ask for help if we need it. If we get stumped on something, or we don't know how to do something, we're not like Taurus. Tauruses will not know what to do and will not ask for help in some cases. They are very stubborn in different cases. So we're not that stubborn, even though people compare our stubborn streak to Taurus. But it's not that bad, because we will admit when we need help and we'll ask for it. Seriously, if I need help with anything, I know somebody, some expert who can help me with it, and I will call them. If I need help with cooking, I'll call my mama, because my mother is the best cook in our family. If I need help with emotional support or something like that, I got several friends I can call. You know, if I need help with my computer, I got somebody I can call. If I need help with herbs or oils or magic, I got somebody I can call. You know, so I got a expert on speed dial for anything I might possibly need. So I think that's what it is with Aquarius. You know, if you have an Aquarius in your life, or if you know an Aquarius, refrain from telling them what to do. unless they ask you for help. If the Aquarius needs you and they think that your opinion is valuable, they will ask you. So, like they always say, if I didn't call you, don't come. If I didn't call for you, don't come. So, let the Aquarius call for you. Let them ask you because they will. If they need help, if they're scared, if they're afraid, if they don't know what to do, they will ask you. So let the Aquarius ask you for help. And you can even say to them, do you need help? Do you need some assistance? Do you want some advice? You know, I say that to anybody, not just Aquarius, because some people don't want advice. They just want you to listen. You see? And other people already know what they're doing and they don't need your funky advice. So I asked the person, I'm like, do you want advice? Do you want help? You know, what do you want in this situation? And I let them tell me what they actually want. So if you have an Aquarius in your life and you do that, you'll get a much better response from most of us. Most of us will give a much better response to being asked, do we need help, versus you imposing your opinions on us. We really don't like that, as you can see from this conversation. We don't like that across the board. Most of us do not like that. So if you want your Aquarius to engage with you and not ghost you, if you want your Aquarius to talk with you, you know, don't do that. Don't do that. If you want to be helpful, just ask them, do they need help? And let them do their thing. Even if they're not doing it right, let them do their thing. They'll figure it out. And if they can't figure it out, they will ask somebody. Okay? All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you know somebody who's wondering about this, about their Aquarius, please pass this on to them because it could help them from having some really bad fights with their Aquarius. Because Aquarius irritated may snap. We might. The possibility is always there. So also, if you'd like to get a tarot reading, please email me for an appointment. If you would like to hit me up on social media, I'll leave my Facebook and I'll leave my Instagram. If you want to send me a love donation, all donations are more than appreciated. I'll leave my PayPal. If you want to send me a gift, I'll leave my Amazon wish list. And as always, if you have to ask someone, you might as well ask an Aquarius. So come back tomorrow because I have a lot more to say. See you later.